Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to understand how to share Google Drive files on form submission. So the objective of our today's video is that as soon as a new form is submitted in my Google Forms, automatically with the help of Google Drive, my company's brochure should be sent to my lead. For this, we are going to create a connection between Google Forms and Google Drives. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So in Pabbly, we have the concept of trigger and action. For trigger, we are going to use Google Forms, and for action, we are using Google Drive. So if you also wish to learn this process step by step, follow me through the screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video, we are going to learn how to share Google Drive files on form submission. So to do this, I have already opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as you open the landing page of Pabbly, you are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I am an existing user, so I am going to click on sign in. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here. And now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with the automation, I'm going to click on this button right over here which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to share Google Drive files on form submission. So I'm going to click on create. And now it is opening the most important window of our automation, that is our workflow window. This is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. By this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now we are going to select our trigger application which is Google Forms because I want that as soon as a new Google form is submitted, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for Google Forms and select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select new response received. And now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this URL in order to create a connection between our Google Forms and our Pabbly's workflow. So first I'm going to copy this URL. And now I'm going to open my Google Forms. And over here you can see that this is my Google form which I'm running. This is Get Your Dream Property Brochure. I'm using this form for my real estate business. And I wish that as soon as someone fills in this form, automatically they should receive a brochure with the help of Google Drive. So to do this, first we are going to go on responses. And now I've also connected this Google form with my Google Sheets. And over here you can see view in Sheets. Over here you can see this sheet I've connected my Google form with. And now to connect this Google form with my Pabbly's workflow, we are going to use this sheet. But before we have to do a test submission so that we can get the details in our Google Sheets first. So to do this, I'm going to enter the details. For the name, I'm going to keep it as demo user. So these are the test details. Email as demo@pabblytudes.com. Phone number as this. And then for what type of property, I'm going to keep it as a luxury high-rise apartment. And then we are going to click on submit. And yes, you can see that we have successfully submitted this form. And over here in the thank you note, you can see that it is saying, thank you for reaching out about our property options. We have sent you a brochure with the details and beautiful photos so you can explore them at your convenience. So now we have to send the brochure. So for this, first we are going to open our sheets. And over here you can see the details have been captured. So now we are going to connect these sheets. So first we are going to go on extensions and then add-ons. And then we are going to go on get add-ons. And then over here, we are going to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. We are going to open it. And over here, you can see the extension. So if you wish, you can directly install this extension right from here. You are going to get the install option. But I've already installed this. So as soon as you're going to install this, over here again, we are going to go on extensions. And you can see a new option appeared here, Pabbly Connect webhooks. So we are going to click on initial setup. And now it is asking me for the webhook URL and the trigger column. So first we are going to paste the URL we copied from our workflow. And now for the trigger column, we are going to enter the last column which we have the data in. So as you can see that it is E. So I'm going to enter it as E and then we are going to click on submit. And yes, you can see that it was successful, and now we are going to click on send test. So we are going to send these details to our Pabbly's workflow. And yes, you can see test data sent successfully. So over here, again, you have to go on extensions, and over here you have to click on this button send on events. You have to switch this on so that as soon as a new event occurs in our Google Sheets, automatically the details should be captured by my workflow too. So now we are going to open our workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response of this or not. So I'm going to open it. And over here you can see that yes, Pabbly has captured the response. Over here you can see the name, the email and the phone number that we entered. Over here you can also see the property type. So this means that our trigger step is successful, and now we are moving on to our action step. For our action application, we are going to select Google Drive because I want to send the brochure with the help of Google Drive only. So I'm going to search for it and select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as share a file. And then we are going to click on connect. And over here you can see that it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Drive account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then sign in with Google. And now after selecting my Gmail account, we are going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow because Pabbly is safe. And as soon as you are going to click on allow, you can see that you have successfully connected your Google Drive account with your Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the file ID. So for this, I'm going to show you my brochure. So over here, you can see that this is my brochure, which is homehubbrochure.pdf. So I'm going to select the same as the file ID 2, which is homehubbrochure.pdf. So over here, you can see it. So I'm going to select it. And now for the email, we are going to map the email address of our lead. So mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Google Forms as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as I'm going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. And also my workflow would be ready to run in real time too. So I'm going to open my response, and then over here I'm going to search for email. And as you can see that this is the email, so I'm going to map this. And then for the role, I'm going to select can view. And then we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received the positive response that our lead has been sent the brochure. So I'm going to open my Gmail, and over here you can see items shared. So I'm going to open this, and yes, you can see that this is the brochure. So I'm going to open this, and yes, you can see the same brochure, Home Hub brochure, has been sent to our lead. So this means that my workflow is successful, but I'll just test the workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So to do this, first we are going to open our Google form and refresh this page. So we are going to do another test submission. So this time we are going to keep the name as test user, email as test@pabblytudes.com, the phone number as this, and then for the type of property, I'm going to keep it as a large single family house. And then we are going to click on submit. And yes, you can see that it is saying thanks for reaching out our property options. We have sent you a brochure with the details and the beautiful photos so that you can explore them at your convenience. So this means that Google form has sent the details of our submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further sent the brochure to our lead. So we are going to open our mail and check that if a brochure has been sent or not. This time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. We'll directly open the mail. And over here you can see that we have received a new brochure. So I'm going to open this, and then again we are going to click on open. And yes, you can see to test user@pabblytudes.com also a new brochure has been sent. So this means that my workflow is successful, and I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. For a trigger application, we selected Google form. Then for the trigger event, we selected new response received. For the action application, we selected Google Drive. And then for the action event, we selected share a file, because I wanted that as soon as someone fills in my Google form, automatically they should receive the brochure of my business. And over here, you can see that we were successful with our workflow. Over here, you can see the two brochures we sent during this video. And also over here, you can see the two mails. One to demo@pabblytudes.com and the another one to test@pabblytudes.com. These are the two email IDs that we entered. So this means that my workflow is successful. So now if you have any doubts related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone the workflow and share the workflow link in the description box. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.